Everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am, even though I'm sick. I mean, what you gonna do about it? Anyway, so I'm so excited to finally bring you guys this video, and it is the Persona Cosmetics Identity Palette review. So this is going to be my first high-end product review, so I really hope that you guys enjoy it, find it helpful, etc, etc, etc. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, so the first part of this video is going to be the demo of this eyeshadow look that I'm wearing today. It is not a tutorial, so because I'm not like teaching you step by step how to do it, all I do is point to like whatever shadow I'm talking about and then, or putting on my eye, and then I apply it in front of you. So I mean, it's not a tutorial. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know if I'll ever feel comfortable with doing like actual tutorials, but this way at least you guys get like an idea of how I usually do my makeup looks and, you know, stuff like that. And also I don't have like the correct camera equipment to give you guys the best angles, so I just kind of had to work with what I got. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I'll show you the demo. Alright everybody, so let's get into the review portion of this video. Oh no, it started raining. Alright, so if the lighting is like in and out and crazy everywhere, I'm sorry you guys, but I really wanted to get this video up for you guys. So, this is the palette. It retails for $32, so not as expensive as most high-end palettes, which I think is awesome. And you get 12 shades in it, so like a decent amount of shades, very good sized of pans. There's space in between the shadows, and all of the names, like they're all named very nicely. It has a mirror. The packaging is very slim and smooth, and it's pretty, like with like the gold Persona Cosmetics label. And you know, like it's nice packaging. Like it has a magnetic closure to it, so you don't really have to worry about traveling with it and like it's not being open or anything like that. So it really is, it's made well, and it has beautiful quality inside. So it has the 12 shades, 6 of them are matte and 6 of them are shimmer. So the ones that are matte are Charming, Audacious, Chic, Maverick, and Fearless, and then and Humble. And the shimmer shades are Sassy, Bombshell, Gold Digger, Seductive, and Goddess. So there is an up close of the palette. You can see I have dug into this palette. I have used every single shade of this palette, and I used a lot of the shades in today's look that I'm wearing right now, and a lot of my videos have looks from this palette. This is a very neutral palette. On Persona Cosmetics website, it claims to be a warm neutrals palette. Yeah, I totally agree with that. There's a lot of warm shades in here, but I also think that you can get a lot of cool tone looks out of this palette, and I have gotten cool tone looks out of this using Maverick in my crease, a little bit of Chic and Seductive. Like, that's a cool tone look. You can use Bombshell and get a cool tone look. Now this looks warm in the pan, but Bossy, it kind of ends up looking a little bit cool toned on the eyes, and that's like my favorite eyeshadow for smoky eyes right now. And I don't do smoky eyes too often. Actually, you know what, this is like a smoky eye, you know. Smoky eyes don't have to be black. Smoky eyes can be any color. But this is like for like a dark, like really sultry look. This is my favorite right now for that. This is the most beautiful brown shimmer of life. This is the most beautiful like taupey color of life. They're all so pretty. They're all so beautiful. I cannot stop using them. And I've only had this palette for like a month and a half now, but I have still been using it just non-stop, can't stop using it. So, you know, I have some thoughts to say on this palette. So all of the formula is very creamy. It's soft. So what I do to avoid fallout, because you could get it because it is a soft formula, just take your brush and, I'm giving you guys a visual. I just dip into it, and then like you can see there's a little bit of powder kick up there, but like it's not too insane, you know. So I just blow it away. It's my palette, who cares? Like, are you gonna really just let the powder sit in there? And then all I do is tap off the excess. So like, did you see all that excess fly out? And then I go ahead and blend, and you can be so sloppy with these shadows and they will still create a beautiful look for you. These shadows work for you. They are like on your side. They are so easy to blend, but at the same time, they're extremely pigmented. Like, you guys saw me, whenever I applied that gold, it was like bam, it was in your face. And the inner corner highlight, like, that is in your face. And just everything about this palette is so pretty. And even though you can get those very bam and glamorous looks, you can also create very natural looks because there's so many matte shades in here, and they're all very neutral shimmers that you don't have to apply like I did, you know. Like, I kind of just like to go all out, you know. But whatever, if you don't want to, and if you want to be a little bit more conservative with how you do your makeup, you can totally do that with this palette. That's what's so awesome about this palette. It's so versatile, and you can make your look with however style, like what your style is. This can fit it as long as like you apply it the way how you want it to, you know. What we're gonna do, all live swatches on this arm. All right, so this is the shade Humble, and it is a beautiful cream. This is what I use to kind of set my eyeshadow primer today, and that's awesome. So creamy, so pigmented, so beautiful. It's almost as good as my Wet n Wild Brulee shadow. It's as good, if not better. It's really good, you guys. And then I have the shade Charming, which is another matte shade. This is the first transition shade that I went in with today. So pigmented. Look at that. Oh, voice crack. I'm sick, and I've been talking a lot for being sick. This is like the most productive sickness that I think I've ever had. Okay, this is the shade Audacious. Really, really pretty. I love the idea of this palette because like all of the shade names in here are personality traits, like humble, charming, audacious, sassy, bossy, like fearless, goddess, seductive, gold digger, you know? Like, they're all, I don't know, like they're all like related to personality traits. And like persona, like your persona, like clever is that? I love it. I love it so much. So like, oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything more pigmented? Oh, and it, like, the awesome thing is, like, they're like the perfect balance between pigmented and blendable, you know? All right, this is the shade Sassy. So, like, the order that I'm going 3 down. All right. So, yeah, that's Sassy. This is what I used on my inner corners. I also use this on the lid most of the time. All right, here's the shade Maverick. So, it's a cool toned brown. Or, no, just a taupe, honestly. Alrighty. There is Maverick. Here is Chic. Love this color. Really pretty for those cool tone looks that you gotta do. So like you guys can see there's that little bit of powder that you get in with this palette, but because the shadows are pressed a little bit more softly. Alright, here's the shade Gold Digger. I have yet to mix the purple shade with the gold shade, but it has been on my list of looks to do with this palette. Like, I seriously have like a list of like looks that I want to do, like kind of like in my head, because there are so many looks that you could do with this palette and so many combinations that you wouldn't even think of, you know? So there is Gold Digger, and that is kind of what I have, like highlighting the brown shimmer that I have on as well. All right, here's Bombshell. This is like a greenish taupe. So beautiful. So there's that powder again. There is Bombshell. Here's Bossy. So it looks, this is the shade that I was talking about. It looks warm toned in the pan, but it is actually a little bit more cool toned when swatched and applied to the eye. It's like a purplish, reddish, I don't even know. It's a unique shade. It's really beautiful. All right, now let's do Seductive. This is the most beautiful true taupe shade I think I have ever applied to my eye, ever. Ever. So that last one over there is Seductive. All right, this is Goddess. Goddess is probably the most beautiful shimmery brown I think I've ever used, ever. Like, even more so than those Milani shimmery browns. Oh, they're so pretty. So there's Goddess. And then here's Fearless. Here's the last shade. It is also the darkest shade in the palette. I love how they threw in that dark shade, because you can really do anything with a dark shade. You can add a little bit of it, and that can totally change the color of like this purple or of Audacious. Or they also gave you that light peach shade, so you can lighten any of those shades. You can lighten Charming, you can lighten Maverick, you can lighten Audacious and create more of like a lighter orange, you know? So like really, it's so versatile. So versatile. And that's what I love about it. So yeah, here are all of the swatches. Can you see my whole arm? I think so. So I had to film this video already, so this was that arm. I like this arm better. I like the second retake of this video better. Because I just wanted to make sure like I was saying all the right things for you guys, and like this review would be the best it could possibly be. Alright, so what have I not discussed yet? Oh, it says it claims to be the perfect palette for brown eyes. I mean, take a look at it. Duh, it is so beautiful, and like this would complement brown eyes so well because it has all those earthy tones to it. But this, honestly, I have hazel eyes, and it complements my haze. It complements my eyes beautifully as well because of those earthy tones. It would look so beautiful on blue eyes because of this orange shade Audacious and all those really warm tones that have like those coppery undertones. And then it would also look really pretty on green eyes. I mean, like Bombshell, that would just make your eyes pop. You got that purple. Oh, like this palette is for everybody. I cannot stress that enough. You need this palette in your life. So I was always so hesitant to buy high-end eyeshadow palettes, and eventually the first high-end eyeshadow palette that I ever bought was from Lorac. And honestly, I wish I waited to buy this palette. I wish that this was a later purchase. I'm extremely happy with this purchase, and I used this like yesterday. I use this palette all the time, and I love it. But I was so nervous to spend the $44 because it's $44 on an eyeshadow palette. Like how do you justify that? And it's a beautiful formula, and it is so pretty, and I definitely am getting the use out of it. But like, if you're like just kind of like dip your toes into it, I feel like this is a lot easier to like pull the trigger on, because it's $32. And I'm not going to say it's only $32, because $32 for an eyeshadow palette is still a lot. But I mean, you're talking to the girl that buys a lot of makeup. And you know what? I think that this is absolutely worth all 32 of those dollars. And I am so, so happy that I purchased this palette. And I honestly, I don't know what I would do without it. I don't know what I would do without it. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette ever. So there's that. Anyways, you guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I would love for you guys to stick around and keep watching my videos, because I'm having a lot of fun making these, and I hope that you're having just as much fun watching them. Alrighty, so I'm a sickie. Anyways, so yeah, that was my first high-end palette review. Let me know what other palettes you would like me to review, or high-end products, I guess. Anyways, I will see you in my next video. I love you guys so much, and bye.